Okay, so in this video we will try to explore JSON, as you know that JavaScript object notations. We will try to explain as much as possible that I know regarding the JSON. Okay, so uh, if I add a node that is, let's say, on chat message, I want to add a on chat message here. So I'm going to add a one chat message here, and I'm going to add here is edit f. Okay, so edit fields. Okay, so this is the basically the edit fields. So we can at this moment I'm going to add here, let's say I'm going to send here message hi. Okay, so this is basically a string. Okay, so I'm going to pass here. So you see that if I go into schema model. Okay, so before that I'm going to explain that there is a three type of model, three types here: schema, table, and JSON, and the output will be same: schema, table, JSON. Another one thing, we will get the boolean whenever we sorry, one thing we will get here, that is binary. So whenever we upload any file, that will be the binary model. Okay, so at this moment, suppose I'm going to there is a JSON format or there is a manual formatting. So if I going to add here is JSON, you see that my field 1 is value, this is the value. My field 2, this is the this is one value. So if I going to execute this step, so you see that there is a 2 value. There is a my field 1 value 1, this is the value 1, and this is 1. Okay, so this is the things. If I going to, let's say here, write CM, so the output will be the CM as it is JSON format. If I going to cross this, and if I going to drag and drop the chat output, so let's say I'm going to add here chat output, not exactly here. So I'm going to expand it, not here. So I'm going to add here. So let's say, okay, this is the chat output. So look at that, my field 1 and the result is my field 2. First one is high as I send the message hi. So this is the output. So now we are going to explore the manual mapping. So there is a different type of field. Let's say I'm going to name here chat output. So this is the basically the chat output. So there is a string, number, boolean, array, object, binary data. So string, so if I going to add drag and drop the value, so this is the basically the string, as I know that this is the high. So this is basically the string. If I send the message, let's say 1, so this is the 1 message. So if I going to execute this step, so as it is the chat output, so this chat output is 1. So I hope all of you guys understood. If I going to, let's say there is a different type of number, so if I going to execute it, this is the number. So if I going to, let's say not exactly this is number, this is boolean. So the output will be the true. So output must be on the true and false. So I'm going to remove it. So let's say I'm going to choose the boolean. So there is a result is empty at this moment. So there is a different type of different type of variables here. So I'm going to add here a I'm going to explain here a I'm going to prepare a JSON item here. So all of those things. So first of all, there is a value, key value. So this is the key string, and this is the another key. There is another value. If I execute this step, there is a value. There is a key. This is the value. There is another key. This is the another value. So if I going to string field, so this is the string example. As I previously mentioned, this is the example of the string. So if I going to move on the next field, that is number. So there is a number. There is a JSON example is integer. This is the number. So this is the number 10, and another example is this is a 12.5. This is as a number. So if I going to execute this step, so there is a 10 and 12.5. So the things, if now we are move on the boolean. So this is the boolean example. There is a true and false. There is a two different item. One is true, another is false. So this is the basically the boolean example. So true and false. If I execute this step, so there is a false. So if I choose the true, the output will be the true. Okay. So there is another another things, that is null. So there is a example of the null. So this is the example of the null. The value is null. There is nothing of the values. Okay, so if I going to here this as the array example, so there is a different type of index from start from the 0. So if I going to execute this, there is a first index 0, first element 1, false and null. So if I going to here object, okay, so let's say I'm going to add here object. So this is the things. Okay, so if I going to execute this step, you see that there is a key. This is the value. There is a array, array index 0 1 1 2 or 2 3. There is a boolean item. This is the false. There is an integer item 1 2 3. There is a sub object. This is the sub key and find me. So this is the example of object. So if I going to using the final step, so you see that there is schema model. There's a message hello, this is the number of the tutorials 10. So there is a key value find me, sub key, and there is a different type of there is a string value. So this is the on the sub key array, array index 0 and array index 1, another value 1, value 2. So at the final exam, if I execute this step, so you will see that all of those summary here. So summary string value 10, summary string value number 10, and summary boolean true, and all of those things here we explain. So I hope this will help you to explore more and more. And yeah, so uh, so JSON is basically the JavaScript object notations. All of those data we explored here as a JSON format. So I hope have there any questions, just comment below.